This is a Chuki beat production.
Hello and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another GT Sport drift setup video. This time round it's going to be my fourth installment from update 1.34, and it's the SLR McLaren, and I absolutely love this car. I can now say that I've tried every single car from the new update, and I have got a setup made for all of them, with just the Pagani to come out over the next few days. But I had pushed this one to the back a little bit. I wanted to focus on the Supra, the MX-5, the McLaren beforehand, but I really wish I hadn't, because actually this to me is the star of the show. It doesn't seem to matter what course you throw this car at, whatever it is, whether it's tight and technical, whether it's hugely long corners, whatever you're trying to do, this car can do it with no problem at all. It's just one of those builds that feels super stable. The car never feels like it's getting away from you, and you can just point it wherever you want it to go and it will do it. Just before I take you over to the settings for this car, I did just very quickly want to say to you I have had loads of submissions for the sub setups. I will be getting to them as quick as I can, so don't feel like I've forgotten about them. It's just I wanted to cover all of these cars from the update pretty quickly. So I've just got the Pagani coming out in the next few days. I may well be doing a dirt rally video after that, but then after that I will start getting some of these sub setups out, so don't worry. But I won't waste any more of your time. Let's go and take a look at this build, and I'll explain it all a little bit further.
This is a Chuki beat production.
So with this McLaren you are going to need a few mileage points. With this though, what I've done here is actually taken the power level to level 2. You don't need to for this build. I was playing around with it. You only need to take it up to the level 1 there and take it to the top of level 1, which is 111%, which will give you 684 brake horsepower. It seems perfect at that level, so I would stick with that. Weight reduction wise, it is a heavy old car, so I've taken it all the way to the bottom, so you need to take that right to level 5, drop it to 80%, which will leave you 1,414 kilograms. Traction control is set to 0. I've got comfort hard both front and rear. Brake balance is left exactly the same at 0 there. Now ride height is 95/95, that's both front and rear, which is as low as it will go. The natural frequency is set to 2.38, both front and rear. I've got anti-roll bar on the front set to 7 and 5 on the rear. The compression is set to 55 front and rear, which I'm pretty sure is standard. And the rebound is 85 and 85. Again, I don't think I've touched it. Camber angle though is set to 2.8 on the front and 1.2 on the rear. I've got the toe angle there set out on the front at 0.35 and in 0.2 on the rear. Downforce you can't adjust, so just leave that as it is. The differential I haven't touched. Again, you can just leave that exactly as it is. And then transmission is just set to fully customized. I've got it at 162 miles per hour. Leave everything else exactly as it is, and that's everything you're going to need to really enjoy this car. Like I've said probably way too many times, and you can probably tell from my excitement, I really like this car. So I hope you enjoy this as much as I am. I wouldn't change a thing on this setup. It is just working so nicely as it is. That being said though, as I always say, just use this as a base. You may want to adapt it slightly for yourself. Everyone has different styles when it comes to drifting, so just play with it to suit your needs. If you enjoy this build or you really like the video, please make sure you give me a like. It really helps the videos grow when you do. Also, if you're new around here, subscribe to the channel. I've got videos like this coming out all the time. As always, I'll ask you to use the comment section to let me know if there's anything you'd like to see me doing in the future. I'll leave you now with a few more clips of me just messing around with the car, and I'll see you all on the next one.
This is a Chuki beat production. Production.